Hey guys, how are you? I'm doing a scratch video, so this would be pretty cool. Um, Sorry I haven't been on in a while. It's just that um, I've had like school and stuff. A lot of school stuff has been going on, so I haven't really been able to do anything. Um, and I realize I've got like 13 subscribers, 18 subscribers right now, so we're gonna make. I don't know what we're gonna make. We're gonna make something cool though. Let's. Hmm. As you can see down here in the corner, there is a watermark. The recording software I'm using is, what is it? It is Active Presenter. I just got it tonight. So, it says I'm recording at around 30 frames, so this is the best I've ever gotten. The quality's kind of gonna be reduced though, a little bit. Alright, so we're a minute and 15 seconds in, going 30 frames a second. My laptop's pretty hot. It's like 60 Celsius right now. I could probably show you that. It's 61 Celsius for the mean temperature. Alright, so what type of game should we make? Or maybe it shouldn't be a game, maybe it should be like a Etch-a-Sketch or something like that. Yeah, let's make an Etch-a-Sketch. Okay, so what we want to do is we're just gonna like come down here, zoom really far in, and we're just gonna black dot. How about that? See? A little black dot right there. Alright. Stage 1, we're just gonna go, let's Google up Etch-a-Sketch background. I'll be back when I get the backgrounds up. Unfortunately, alls I have found is like Etch-a-Sketch's drawing, so we're just gonna have to like pinpoint the color a little bit on Scratch. So let's go into the color editor. Or, no, not that. Come down here, and it's kind of a gray color, so we're just gonna. There, it's probably about right there. You think? No, that's purple. That's more purple. Let's darken it up a little bit. There we go. There's an Etch-a-Sketch color. And we got this little guy right here. So, got the background. Ooh, we're up to like 30 frames a second. That's like the best my YouTube channel's ever gonna have. Alright, so what we want to do is first we want to do this. I want to add a flag. Okay, so what we want to do, we're going to add that. So we want to add the buttons for the up, down, left, and right. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, there was 2 pauses there. Wow. I had to go out and see what my family was doing. So, that way I'm not interrupted. Hold on. Alright, so to make an Etch-a-Sketch thing, what we gotta do is we gotta make it so this little guy, right here, drops a line. And it looks like the line is black, it's darker, so what we need to do is we need to find the pen color to, it's gotta be dark, but it can't be that dark. So here, let's go to stage. Or no, it's fine, it can just stay black, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so set the pen color to black right when it starts up. And then we want to set the clauses for the moving around. So the way I like to do it is so it's always checking at 4 threads, is what I call 4 threads. Find it easier that way. Alright, so now we gotta have some forever blocks. And I'm just telling you, it may seem like 30 frames a second for you. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But for me, it's a bit laggy. So just remember, even though it's telling you that you're at 30 frames a second, doesn't feel like I am. Or I am, but it's just, it lags a little bit. Maybe that's just broken because it hasn't moved at all. Alright, so we have the 4 forever. Or that's not forever, that's a repeat. Forever. And now we need 4 ifs. Now this is just for moving around. We're going to have one more forever and then if else. The only reason I do it this way is so you can press the up and side arrow at the same time. And they'll both be working at the same time. It's not you can only press up or side or down. Because on an Etch-a-Sketch you can turn both wheels at the same time when you go diagonal, so what I'm hoping is that's what will happen here. I'm gonna add a few key spaces, and after this I'm gonna right click and click clean up. Clean up. There we go. Alrighty, so now we can change these key spaces to up, down, left, and right. Alright, so now we have these. I'm going to click clean up again, and zoom in once, and then you come over here and do the up arrow. Now when you move up, you're changing Y. So we want to go to motion, and we're moving Y in a positive manner, so we're going to change Y, let's say change Y by 3. Down arrow, we're going to change Y by -3. Left arrow, we're moving X. So if we move the left arrow, we're moving negative, so we're going to make it change X by -3. -3, and then we're going to make the right arrow change X by 3. And then we should be able to move our little black dot around. So let's click this. And as you see, we can move diagonal, we can move diagonal, we can move down, we can move up, we can move over. So it's pretty cool. And later we can add a function which maps where it's at, and then you can copy and paste the data and put it down in the comments. And at the beginning, you can see what other people have drawn. Oh, wow, did I just mess that up? I think I did. Yeah, I did, I'm sorry. There we go. Alright, so now we have this, and now we need to add the space. Or actually, we can just do the pen down, and we always we can add space. The if space pressed. Let's just copy that. If space is pressed, we're just going to put that as the shake, like when you shake it and it clears your picture. We're just going to do clear. There we go. Did that wrong. Just going to make that clear. And sorry for any background noise. I have family that's watching TV really loud. Oh, you're not getting that much background noise, so you're good. Alright, we're coming up on 10 minutes here, so we're going to make this quick. Oh, actually, we're at 9 minutes and 57 seconds. But it's a good thing this recording software lets you have unlimited time for free. Okay, so now we got the space. So now we gotta do is we're going to change the pen color to black, and then we're going to just put pen down forever. So now it should always have pen down. I'm just going to draw. You can see, you can draw like that. And then when I press space, it all just clears. So there we go, we got a little Etch-a-Sketch program. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add the function which allows players to see what other people have drawn. There might be a few bugs in this, but whatever. I want to use a script that I made a while back. I'm just going to recreate that right now. That maps where a certain sprite is at. So to do that, we're going to need data, and we're going to need a variable. We're going to make variable x, and we're going to make variable y. Now right in here, we're going to need set y to 0, and we're going to set x to 0. And when that's clicked, it's just going to move. It's not going to move at all because this isn't connected to him. It's just x and y as variables. So for motion, we're going to go to motion, and we're going to do go to, and then we're going to put inside of x and y x and then y. So now when I click that, I'll go straight there. And to get rid of that little mark, we can just put a clear on the end of that. So I'm just going to move up. See, I'm up there now. There. So he's there and it cleared him. So now we have the x and y set to him. Now what we have to do is we have to map it for when he moves around. Now you'll notice when we go to motion, we'll have, where's he at? X position and Y position. Now we're going to make a list, and we're going to constantly update that list with X position and Y position. And then we're going to add those to these variables right here. So the list is going to be drawings. There we go. So one thing we're going to need is we're going to, there's all and then a 1. We're going to need this. Actually, we're not, because they're just going to copy and paste it. We're also going to add one more thing, and we can actually just add that out of here. We're going to do when L is clicked, and then we want to show list, and that shows what they already have. So we're going to show list, and then we want to add one more. We're going to do let's just do N, and then we're going to do hide list. So now we got ourselves N, and then L to hide and show list. Now, what we want to do is we want to set up the function that records where he's at. To do that, what we need to do is we need to have a forever function right over here. We want, when this is clicked, or actually no, we're going to add a record function here. So what we want is an R. Sorry I can't see down past this part of the screen because I don't want the recording thing showing, which shows the time, which we're at 15 minutes almost. 5 seconds, 15 minutes. So there, we're going to change this. And then we want to go to data. And then we want, actually no, we want to go to control. And then click forever. And then what we want to do is we want to add X to drawing. Or wait. Go to operators, and then we're gonna do add, and then join X, and then join Y, and this is just gonna show up in there as X and then Y, so it's gonna show up with, like, if it's at 0, 0, it's gonna go 0, 0. If it's at like 60, 111, it's gonna go 60, 111, but there's not going to be any spaces in between. Okay, so now we have add X and Y, and this is going to be a loop, so we're going to want to keep setting set X, and then we're going to set Y. Now we're going to go to motion, and we're going to come down and do Y position, X position. X position will go into the set X. Y position is going to go into the set Y. So now when we click this, I'm going to just make this able to be copied and pasted easily. There we go. So now we're going to just N and hide it, and then we're going to click record. Oh, something seems to be missing here. So we're going to click space, and we're going to click record. I don't know if it's necessarily working though. Okay, anyway, now we're going to click list. Huh. Oh, did I click R or not? I'll be back when I fix this. Alright, so I found the problem. We couldn't have the if function, we just put it to a wait function. It's basically the same thing, it's just not in a block. And I also had a delete function, so what we're going to do now is we're going to click N to make that go away. Now we're going to click R, and you'll see nothing's happening. But when I move, the X and Y begin to change. So now, we're going to draw that, right? Now we're going to click L for list, and it's going to bring up all of this. Now we just got to add a stop function. To do that, what we need to do is we need to add a if statement in here. Now we're just going to add if S if S is pressed, we're going to control, and then we're going to not stop all, but we're going to stop this script. Alright, so we're going to record, I'm going to move him around a little bit. I'm going to press S, and he's going to stop. And that script is stopped. So, there we go. So now you can copy and paste it all. Or rather, not. Well, they'll be able to do that later. Just gonna move that to where I want it to be. Alright. Now, well, since they're gonna be able to copy and paste that now, what we want to do is add input to draw this out. To do this, we want to add another sprite that we're just going to copy this sprite, or actually no, we don't need to copy it. We just want to do this, and we're just going to call this the record sprite, or the playback sprite. And there's going to be a couple things in here. Right when this is pressed, it's going to ask if there's any input. So what we want to do is you want to ask, not mouse down, ask. We're going to do any drawings from the comments? Question mark. Y N, so they know. You want to add one variable, and this is going to be let's just do yn. And then we want to do, I know we can do this without using set, but I like doing that, because then, I don't, it's just easier for me to do that. It's easier in my head to think about it. So now that answer is set, we can do a simple if-else statement. We can do, I go to operators, can do if yn equals y. Well, another reason why I do this is because we're going to have two questions, and the first answer is just going to be this, and then it's going to already be set to yn. And then the next answer is going to be set to the other variable. So, here we go. And actually over here, what we should do, in sprite 1, we shouldn't have join, we should just have two different set things. So I'm just gonna take you out, add x, then I'm just going to do add y to drawings. That'll make it easier to express when we put it in. Now we're going to just go back to sprite 2. We're just going to do go to 0, 0. So if yn, then go to here. Otherwise, we just want to stop this script. Alright, so we can just click N. And then we'll just stop the script in a sprite. And then we can draw. Space. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to add looks, just to make it look a bit nicer. We're going to go hide right away. Hide right away, come on. Show, and then we're going to do hide again. So there we go. If it's Y, it's going to go ahead and hide. It's gonna, or if it's Y, it's going to show. If it's N, it's going to hide, and it's going to stop the script, and none of that will be able to use anymore. So now what we want to do is you want to make something that interprets the data. So we want to do another answer. I want to say copy and paste what's in the comments. Alright, so copy and paste this in the comments. I actually want to move that show up top. Copy and paste what's in the comments. And then they're going to copy and paste it into answer. And then we want to put answer into drawing. So we're going to go ahead and click I'm gonna think how we gotta do this. I'll be right back. Alright, so I think I've made a workaround. Here, I'm just gonna delete everything in this, but I forget the button for it. D. Should delete all the data. There we go. Alright. So I think I found a workaround for it, but I'm not sure though. So just go to we don't need to do anything with that yet. I found a workaround for it. What we're going to do is to read the data, it's going to add their answer to it, but to read the data, it's got to be like, it's got to be able to read for 3 numbers, 2 numbers, or 1 numbers. To do this, what we're going to do is we're going to, I haven't really figured it all out yet. It's kind of hard. I've never made something that you can copy and paste code into. But I'm just gonna make it so you can copy and paste it, and I'm gonna make it so it interprets how long it is, like how many is in it, but in the operators, and it's, I don't know, it's gonna be weird. It's definitely gonna be weird. Can actually do yeah, it's gonna be weird. Add, actually maybe this would work. Alright, answer. So if we click Y, then click yes. Copy and paste this in the comments. Or no, it's actually got to be numbers. Then what's an L? It's just one big one, possibly? Yeah. Alright. So what to do? We can make it so they can only draw in like a 10 by 10 square, which doesn't really seem ethical. Huh. We can make it read individual numbers, or like 2 numbers at a time, and make it go to like join length of 1 and length of 2, and then continually make it go to the next one and the next one and the next one. There's a lot of ways that we can do this, but none of them are actual ones. So I looked up saving data, but this doesn't seem to be working either. So we're just gonna have to come up with one on our own. And to do this, I think what we should do is just make it beta. So like it's might work, it might not work. If they want to do it, then they need to. I don't know. All right, so we're just gonna go to motion. We're gonna do repeat. And then we're going to do repeat the length of drawing. And then we're going to go to Alright, we're going to go to item 1 of drawing. Then we're going to go to item 2. Gonna go to item 2. So, and what we're gonna do is we're also going to make this kind of exponential. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag that right in there. And I'll drag you right in here. And this is going to be 1, but we gotta make two things here. We're gonna just name it 1, and then we're gonna name this one 2. Not 22, just 2. And set 2, and then we're just gonna set 1 to 1, and we're gonna set 2 to 2. One to 1, and then we're going to set 2 to 2. And then we're going to go to no, I did not want that. I wanted you to go in the year. And then we're going to go to y is going to be item 2. Since it does x first and then y next, I think. Yeah, x first and then y next. It's going to go in x, y, x, y, x, y. So we're going to do alright, so now what we're going to do is going to go to times 2 and times 2. And then we're going to go to and we're going to change them all by 2. click on it, please? Alright, so let me explain this for you. We're going to change this so it goes to a whole bunch of different data entries, but that's not going to happen yet. What we're going to do is we're going to keep adding answer to drawing, and then after so much it's going to repeat how much is in the drawing. Now, it says it's going to item 1, which is just 1. Or, sorry. This one can go to 1. And then times 2. And then this one is going to item 2 times 2. Now, since it's in, this one will go right here, and then this one will go right here, and there's going to be one between, we've got to multiply this by 2. Wait. I did my math wrong. What it should be... Oh, okay, so this isn't going to go exponential. This needs to be linear. So we're just gonna gotta take these out, and we're gonna add those to addition, not multiplication. I'll be right back. Alright, so now it's linear. So since they're both going up by 2, it's gonna go, it's just gonna keep adding 2 every time. So it goes to the next one. So item 1, we'll start off at item 1, and then it's going to go to the next one. And it's going to go to the next one, and then it's going to go to the next one, and it's going to go to the next one. So it's always on Y. It's on Y every single time, and then this one's on X every single time. It's going to miss out on the first 2, but I'm too lazy to fix that. See right there? What we're going to do is we're just going to add, let's just do negative 80. This is going to draw to negative 80. Or at least it should. It's not gonna do that yet because we're not finished with it, obviously. So we gotta take this out. We got to say, how long is the input? And then we're going to say, we're going to make one more variable, and we're just going to call it input. Just going to drag this out of here quickly. We're going to go set input to answer. Or actually, wait, I think we did this wrong. Never mind. So how long is the input? Set input to answer. And then we're going to do repeat for the length of input. And then we're just going to go add answer to drawing. Going to ask sorry, that was my dad. So now we gotta put remember this is in beta. Put X as the first number and y as the second. Alright, so it's going to keep repeating, and it's going to keep repeating every time it's going to add length of answer, or length of whatever, so here we go. Now we should have a full working script. Let's go here. It's going to go back to normal. No, it's going to say, yes, we have it. How long is the input? Let's just say it's 10. Alright, so the input is 10. Now, it's going to keep asking us for the length of input, and input is 10, so it's going to keep asking us for 10 times. So let's just say the first one is 1. Or no, the first one is 12, or 22. And then it's negative 22, and then it's 9, or 8, and then it's negative 5, and then it's 7, and then it's negative 6, and then it's 4, and then it's 9, and then it's negative 2, and then it's 77. Alright, see? And we just drew a little tiny drawing right there. Now, isn't that cool or what? I think it's pretty cool. So I guess we're not gonna add a copy and paste feature, but now we can still draw. We can still press space and it'll still delete it all. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. There'll probably be updates on this because I want to keep adding onto here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, but thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.